guys, it's your boy Benjamin, and I know it's been a while. I'm aware. I could make up all sorts of excuses about how my summer was busy and how I've had a lot of schoolwork and stuff, which is true, but also I've just been kind of lazy, not gonna lie. I just wanted to make a video because today is September 21st, which means it's 2 years on T for me, which is super cool. It's just kind of an interesting milestone because it doesn't feel like that long since I've been on T, but it is. And I figured I'd just do a little bit of an update. I don't know how much updating I'm gonna do from now on because like there really hasn't been that many changes. And so I'm also gonna talk about my top surgery just because somebody asked for it and might as well, you know? First of all, I am still on the same dose. I'm on 0.4 milliliters. That's just for me. It has not changed. It doesn't look like it's gonna change. My endocrinologist said that it is basically as much as my level should be for my size and all of that. It might be different for other people, you know? But that seems to be working really well for me. A lot of people say that with shots, they have a lot of issues with like mood swings and stuff like that. I do my shots every week, so I don't really get that all that much. If I were to do it every 2 weeks, maybe I would experience more of a swing, but I don't experience really any swing as of right now. So that's a plus. That's really nice. I'm still using little 24 gauge needles, 18 gauge to draw the serum up, and then 24 gauge to inject it. Those are working really well because the 24 gauge are like super itty bitty. They're subcutaneous shots, so I put them in, you know, the fatty areas of my body. And usually it's pretty painless. Sometimes it is not, and that's just user error. That's my mistake. Yeah, so that is working very well. There hasn't really been any changes since a year and 6 months. So I have a little bit more facial hair, but it's super patchy. I have to shave now, which honestly is kind of annoying. Cause I mean, the actual shaving isn't annoying, but then like, especially right here, when it's like very tiny and just starting to grow in, it's really uncomfortable and I have to like sweat my tongue over it constantly. I don't have to, but I feel like I have to, and it's just strange. It feels like running it over sandpaper, like sandpaper all around your mouth, which is not fun. I'm obviously not, like, I'm very happy about it, but it's still, like, it's something that I did not anticipate, and it's something I've never experienced before, and it's a little bit weird. But you know what? It's all good. It's all fine. That's pretty much it. My acne has not gotten better. It has not gotten worse. It is the same. I know a lot of people have trouble with that. It's pretty much just like, it's always been there, and for the foreseeable future, it will be there. I think there has definitely been some fat redistribution, not within the last 6 months per se, but just in general. Yeah, I think that, I mean, that coupled with getting into healthier habits, I think has, you know, kind of changed my body a little bit. I think I've said this before, I'm not sure whether it's really due to the testosterone or whatever that happened, but there has been, my body shape, I guess, has changed a little bit. It has not completely changed, but it has changed a little bit, a tiny bit. And I'm much happier for all of the changes that have that have been happening. So that's that. And now on to top surgery. Honestly, not much in that area either. I stopped putting my gel scar treatment stuff on about 2 months ago now in the beginning of July. I went on a trip and I just like didn't take it with me because I wanted to be wary of like my bag weight, and I just kind of never put it on back on again, and my scars have been fine. They haven't gotten like hard or anything like that, which is nice. I was kind of afraid because I know scars can like kind of harden up after a while sometimes, but that hasn't happened, which is really nice. So I was doing the scar treatment for about 1.5 years consistently, and now it's pretty fine. I don't know if the scars have really faded that much in the last 6 months. I'll put pictures here. So this is about 8 months difference because I am 1 year and 8 months-ish post-op. The only thing that I would say is interesting and I did not anticipate is that there's still like not really any, it's definitely better than it used to be, but there's not really any fat on my chest, which feels a little bit disproportionate to the rest of my body. It does feel like there's less than there should be. And so especially if I'm like leaning against a table, because there is no fat at all where my scars are. So there's a little bit of an indent. Not that it's a big deal or anything. I'm just saying this because like it's something I didn't expect, you know? There's no fat at all where my scars are. And so if I'm leaning against a table or leaning against something, if I'm holding something and like it's kind of jutting here, then that will be a little uncomfortable. It can get painful if I hold it there too long, but just like how if you hold a heavy bag for too long, it'll get painful, kind of like an ache-ish. So that's really interesting. I mean, that's basically it though. Sensation is, I will say, if I have a scratch or something here, I definitely feel more hesitant to scratch it. It feels like in terms of pain, it's more sensitive, but in terms of like every other sensation, it's like about the same. So if I were to scratch here, it is less effective than if I were to scratch here. I don't know if anybody else has had that experience, but that's just what I've had. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Um, I feel pain kind of in my nipples if I like pinch, I guess. But I mean, there's nothing there. They cut them off, they put them back on, and like that's it. Nothing there. Sensation on my general chest area is pretty good. I wouldn't say that's too different from 8 months ago. I think there's pretty much always been sensation there. I want to make a point of that. I do have sensation, which is nice, but it's just kind of a little bit weird, you know? A little bit different. But that's about it. I mean, I'm just kind of vibe. I'm just kind of chilling. School is hard. Junior year is no joke. But yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to check in and do a video. I'll see you when I see it. Bye-bye.